Hi everyone, it's Phil here from Ashland Leather, and I have so many incredible wallets to show you today. A lot of these are custom or semi-custom wallets, and I know I also say this a lot. When I pull out a wallet that's very interesting to me, I call it my new favorite. And here, the batch today, I've got maybe four or five different wallets that I just think are absolutely incredible. They're probably my new favorites of each style. So let's start off here first with our new one-shot card holder. This is a model that we have released sort of informally, I would say. And this is just a very simple minimalist card holder that we put up on the flash sale page about a week ago. And we've had several of you request to have them made in different leathers. And that was sort of the idea of this product. I wanted to make something small and simple for you so you could experience more of the leathers at a little bit more reasonable cost. So this customer has picked out a really incredible piece of black marble shell Cordovan on the one shot. And if you're looking to have a one shot made for yourself, just send us an email, info@ashlandleather. We can help guide you and pick out some leathers so you can experience it for yourself. So if you're looking to pick up a one shot in any leather of your choice, just send us an email to info@ashlandleather. We'll help you out over there, help you get set into a really great piece of either shell Cordovan or some other Horween leathers. Up next here, this is a Bugs Moran in natural chrome excel leather, and look how awesome this one turned out. The luster on this chrome excel is a very nice subtle sheen, and this is a very popular item for us right now. People want this sort of minimalist card holder. This one has 4 card slots on the inside, and the 2 larger card slots will actually fit folded cash. So it's a really great front pocket minimalist style here in a very popular, probably the most popular chrome excel color right now, the natural chrome excel. I actually picked up some Grantstone boots and some shoes in this leather. Really happy with it. It's a beautiful product. Up next here is another minimalist design. We're starting from minimalist today and moving to a little bit more maximal. This is also a very, very popular style for us right now. This is the English Tan Dublin Frank the Enforcer. I'm having a love affair with the English Tan Dublin right now. I love all the natural character on this leather. All those little bits of grain character that make it kind of look like a piece of wood, like this table here. And on top of that, I love the luster. And then the color of the English Tan is this really nice depth. So the surface is a little darker, a little bit more of like a reddish medium brown, and then there's undertones that are a little bit more of an orangey tan. That's just very, very beautiful, very satisfying to look at. This one also feels really great in your hand. And here's a special Frank the Enforcer. This is a Frank the Enforcer in raw shell Cordovan. Now, the raw shell Cordovan was the product that I had been dreaming of for years and years. Probably took about 9 years, actually, to make it a reality. This is a leather that I wanted to have to show the most potential to patina. So it starts off very light, and you can see it has a little bit of a sheen to it. That's because I just brushed it. But this one will develop a very great patina. The color will deepen, darken, turn a little bit more golden brown, and after years and years, it'll get more of like a medium dark brown, sort of like a chestnut brown. But that luster, to me, is the biggest thing. It just really intensifies. You start to see more of a bright, shiny surface luster, and it develops layers of luster. It's almost like a luster starts to develop from underneath and inside of the leather that I just think is a really spectacular thing to experience. Now we're getting a little bit more custom here. This is a Bugs Moran in my favorite shell color on the outside, the Amaretto shell Cordovan. We're currently out of Amaretto shells right now, which is kind of unfortunate. I think I've been promoting it too much. Take a look. I'll give you a sneak peek at the inside here. But the Amaretto shells, we're expecting to get more when Horween is up, back and running. It might be a couple months before the leather arrives to us. But if you're interested in something in Amaretto, I can absolutely make it for you. We just might have a little bit of a extended wait time on the Amaretto color. But I showed you a little peek at the inside. Check out this interior of this semi-custom Bugs. So on the left, we have a piece of reverse shell Cordovan. I believe this is whiskey reverse on the left, on top of whiskey, which is a really beautiful golden brown, sort of lighter tan shade. And on the right, we have an intense blue on top of a green, which those two colors are kind of interesting together as well. They're not very contrasty, but you can definitely see the difference Very interesting Bugs Moran here. I don't think I've ever seen one like this before, and I'm really happy how it turned out. There's so many different colors of shell in this. All right, one size step up from the Bugs Moran. This is a Tony the Ant, an intense blue shell Cordovan on the outside, and just check out how sweet that shell is. I like playing with the light reflections off of the shells, and this one is just very bright and shiny. A great smooth feel. On the inside of this guy, check this out. I'm really happy with how this turned out. This is whiskey on top of intense blue shell, and we have a great Horween ink stamp on the inside. I'm really happy with how the whiskey and the blue play together. I just think this one works. I think this has turned out very nicely. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to mention. We've got a blue thread on the inside as well to give you a nice little contrast. We're able to change thread colors if you're interested in something like that. So here's one that is probably one of my favorites. Like I mentioned in the beginning, there's so many in here that are totally remarkable. And look at this color 8 marbled shell on the back. This one reminds me of a sunset or something like that. Some really beautiful shades in here from sort of like a classic color 8 on the bottom. And in the middle, we get this very interesting like orangey tan stripe. And then it fades back to the color 8 again. Sort of all the colors in between, I just think are really incredible. I love looking at the marbled shell, especially when we get a little bit of a larger context, like on the back of this Tony the Ant. And on the inside, this is also really exciting to me. I love how this one turned out, where it's all reverse on the inside. The card holders are reverse, and that's color 8 reverse. And then the middle, because we had the color 8 marbled on the back, we're sort of seeing a color 8 reverse in the middle as well. And I really like this sort of clean look on the inside of this Tony the Ant. One of my favorites. So here's another very unique and special Tony the Ant. And you may have seen on our flash sale page a couple weeks ago, we did some Gator shell Cordovan. And that's what this is. This is color 8 Gator on the bill slot, and then the middle piece here is black. And that's a really cool look. I wonder if this is translating well in the video as well. The black really kind of sets off the color 8 in a very pleasant way. I hope that's translating here. It looks very neat, and the texture of that print on the outside is super cool. I think it gives it a nice tipped look, where the tips of the print are a little bit darker than the valleys. And on the inside, check this out. We've got sort of everything on the inside here. We have natural shell Cordovan on the far left, on top of a color 8 shell Cordovan. And then on the right, we have a whiskey on top of color 4. So this is also sort of everything. This is very unique, and I don't know if we'll ever see another one like this. All of these pieces here, of the different colors and textures, are rare. So this is going to be tough to reproduce, but what a special Tony the Ant, and thank you so much for supporting us with this one. And I have one more Tony the Ant here, and I'm really happy with how this guy turned out. We have a whiskey shell Cordovan piece for the bill slot on top of a reverse. So you get to see a little bit of the ink stamp on the outside, and the whiskey color, that yellowish golden tan shade, plays nicely with the green on the reverse piece here. We also have sort of a matching whiskey thread to sort of tie it all together on the outside. I thought that turned out great. And on the inside, this is a really great look. And this is probably my favorite interior. I really like this sort of starkness of the black on the inside, like centerpiece, and the black card holders on the right. And to top it off, we've got reverse on the left. So you get to, not only do you get to see the ink stamp, but it's also going to wear in very nicely, because when these two sides of card holders come together and you sit on this wallet and it rubs together, you're not going to get that sort of abrasive scuffing and scratching to the extent that you do when it's shell on top of shell. So this is awesome. I love the way this one turned out. This is something I want to make for myself now. I just really happy with how this turned out, and you guys have great taste coming with all these interesting options. All right, this is the big brother to the Tony the Ant. This is our original model, our flagship model, the Fat Herbie. And the Fat Herbie is a little bit bigger than the Tony the Ant, as you can see there. And this one was designed with the card slots on the inside, this idea of not stacking them on top of each other. It gives you more surface area spread out. So if you sit on your wallet, on your back pocket, like I do, It lays flatter because of the more surface area for the cards. I really like that aspect of the Fat Herbie. So we originally made this and people wanted a smaller version. So that's how the Tony the Ant came about. But check out this one. We've got Whiskey Shell Cordovan on top of Whiskey Reverse on the outside. That's super cool. I love that look a lot. We sort of call that a double reverse here, where you see shell and reverse shell on the outside, and you see shell and reverse shell on the inside. Amazing. I really like the whiskey double reverse here. I don't think we've made more than one of these, really. And again, this is one of my things I keep saying they're my favorite. They're all my favorite. But this one, a couple of these here today have been extra special to me. I'm really happy with how they turned out. And last up today, we are shipping out this new Passport Field Notes holder. And this one is in black shell Cordovan. Look how awesome a huge piece of shell is. There's something remarkable about seeing a very large context of shell, especially on the black shell. And on the inside, again, this is our new design for the Field Notes passport holder. There are two flaps on the inside here. These larger two can fit passports and field notes. And then we have a little bits of card slots on the left. You can even fit a tiny little pen on the left there. So hopefully you enjoyed checking out all the stuff today. I can't wait for you to have these wallets, especially some of these semi-custom ones that, in fact, all of them are really special. I'm really happy with the interior on that Tony the Ant. This Gator shell is very unique. Haven't seen a lot of those. I couldn't be happier with this Color 8 marbled. God, that's so awesome. And the reverse interior as well. I just think everything in today's video turned out great. I'm really happy with these. I can't wait for you to have them. Thank you guys so much for checking it out. Thank you for supporting us. I'll be back again tomorrow with some more stuff. I think we have some custom Johnny the Fox coming up next. So if you ordered one of those, by the way, you can semi-custom order stuff through our email. Just send us an email to info@Ashland Leather, and we can set you up there with anything you want that we can do. We're going to do it for you. So thanks again. I'll be back again tomorrow, and take care.